How's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today it's going to be all about the precious plastic shredder. Right now it's actually the day that I'm going to assemble it all together. So I've got all the missing parts. The last thing that I've done yesterday night was to get some help with the electric, and so that is all sorted. The motor runs. I have not tested the whole system yet, but it looks very promising. And so in this video I want to tell you a little bit about the whole journey of how it all started and all the struggles that I had to deal with while building this shredder, because it does look very easy on Dave Hacken's YouTube channel, but it is actually not so easy. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you the process of what I did until today, and then I'm gonna jump back here, assemble it all together, and we're gonna find out if it actually shreds some plastic.
We're here at the desk, and I wanted to tell you the story from the very beginning. I'm doing it here because I've got a wicked microphone where it all sounds amazing, hopefully, because I'm still working out the right settings. Anyways, shall we start? I started watching the Dave Hacken's videos about precious plastic and everything late 2019, and the thought of plastic being a material really got me, and I was really interested in the whole topic of precious plastic and everything, and I wanted to start collecting plastic as well, but I didn't find any shredder places around or even anyone here in Hamburg. So I thought, might as well just build your own shredder, but that is not really that easy, as it turned out. I thought it'd be easy, just on the bazaar you can get the laser cut parts, which I did, only 300 bucks, but then you need a frame, you need a motor, and the right electric setup, which kind of sounds easy, but it is not if you don't know what you're doing. And I didn't know what I was doing. I've never really worked with metal before, so yeah, there's a lot of things coming up in this video, and I want to start with the shredder. I bought the shredder on the bazaar for 300 bucks, as I mentioned, and yeah, shortly after that I was just like looking around for every bits and pieces that I need, because when you've got the shredder and you want to build a base for it, you still need the motor and the gearbox so that you can actually figure out how it's gonna sit on there. So I couldn't really get started with anything until I had the motor and the gearbox. So I was looking for ages to find the right motor with gearbox, and I actually had 3 different motors here at home. At first I got one which was 3-phase, then I thought I can't really use it at home, so what's the point? Then I got one with a right 230 volt power, which is 2-phase, I think. Yeah, so I bought the motor, I bought the gearbox, and then I still needed to connect the gearbox with the shredder, which turned out to be not easy, because then you have to figure out what kind of coupling do you need. And yeah, eventually I found the right coupling with the right diameter to connect the gearbox with the shredder. It needs to be withstanding a lot of torque, so there's going to be a lot of force on the whole thing, so you better be buying something good, otherwise you will have to replace it very soon. So I didn't want to do that, so I got like a huge coupling, which I thought was crazy, but I think it's going to do the job very good. Yeah, the gearbox arrived, the motor arrived, and the coupling arrived, and I built together the shredder for the first time. So yeah, after assembling the shredder for the first time, that was the night before I built the frame, because I needed the fully built shredder and I needed the gearbox with the engine. But at the end, the only thing that is going to be sitting on the frame would be the shredder and the gearbox and the coupling in between. So I really only needed them two for, kind of the measurements of the frame, because I need to have it bolted in the frame. And yeah, building the frame was kind of fun, because I was using the angle grinder for the first time, really. I did use it on my van before, so technically that doesn't count, but I did weld though for the first time. That was awesome. And yeah, I got help from 2 friends of mine, which was awesome, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. We actually used off the fire truck that I have built out. It is actually my most seen video on YouTube so far, the fire truck fan build video. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. And yeah, in that fire truck there used to be a sliding, whatever you'd call it, some sliding metal frame, like heavy duty metal on there. I think it used to hold some kind of big ass water pump. So I still had that laying around somewhere in my basement, and yeah, just use that for the frame. It's super heavy, but I repurposed this frame for my shredder, and it actually fit pretty well. Welding for the first time for me was super fun as well, and I actually managed to burn my shirt and the jumper underneath because I was, you know, like angle grinding. I haven't done it too many times before, and I was just like dumb as someone would be not doing it so often. It actually is hot metal coming out of that one. Yeah, and so I burnt my shirt, and that wasn't too great, but you know, funny story, I guess. We actually managed to weld everything together, and I only had to, you know, give all the welding points, or the joints, whatever you want to call it, give it a little grind afterwards because we didn't really finish all that. And yeah, after that I kind of had to put in the hulls, which I probably done a bit too early because afterwards it didn't fit as good anymore. And yeah, that probably was a small mistake that I did, but at the end it fits good now. Anyways, I've drilled these few holes in the frame so that the shredder and the gearbox can actually stand on there. And then it came to perfectly adjusting the shredder. I probably disassembled and reassembled the shredder for, like, I'm not lying, like 10 to 20 times. Probably more like 20 times. And it is not so much fun. And every time I tried something different to be adjusting everything, try to figure out why sometimes it gets stuck, doesn't twist so smoothly, and sometimes it just, I don't know, it's going better. So yeah, I was taking it apart, trying to figure out what it is, and I did have I had those small rings that you could put in between the blades and stuff, and I actually built myself a couple of more of them because I thought that would help, and actually did help a little bit, so that the blades don't really twist sideways too much. Because at some stage at the start when I built it together, I could push the blades to the side and twist it, and it would get stuck by itself, and I didn't want that to happen when it was running on the motor, because then it would wreck itself so soon. And yeah, I tried to get rid of that, which I thankfully did after, you know, like adjusting it for so long with those, you know, like small rings. Yeah, so I was refining the shredder for a very long time. I even bought some new bearings because I thought they would be the cause for it not twisting so well, because you have to figure out those bearings before you even bring them on, because you can actually take these inside bearings out and you can twist them so yeah, they align properly. But yeah, I don't know if it was the bearings or not. I'm not really sure. I think it was the combination of everything, just me learning more. And yeah, I was able to do the first assembly of the shredder, the gearbox, the electric motor, and the frame. All I needed now was some legs and the electrical work, and the hopper, of course. So that is the last thing I really did. I started with the legs. I got big ass timber from the hardware store. The legs are only going straight down, which is not so nice. It's not so great for the stability, but it did work for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna refine them in the future too. And the hopper, you can definitely do a better job with the hopper, but it looked pretty good. It does the job. And yeah, the electrical work is the stuff that really was not as easy, and I needed some help again from me mate. So he helped me out with the electrical box. He told me what I should get. Can't really tell you now, but I think we've done a very good job. It looks neat, and my job was to put in the switch, and that was my job. And obviously buying all the parts and stuff. And now I kind of just have to find a good place for the electrical box to sit. But yeah, you've probably seen a lot of footage now of me building this whole thing together, and now you want to see how it works. So I guess I'm gonna take you back to when I recorded the other bit in the kitchen and show you how the thing works, because it is actually super cool. Alter, voll warm. Scheiße. Rightio, there you have it. I've shredded some plastic and it works pretty sick. Yeah, so I've been shredding for the first time. That was very awesome. But on the other hand, I was really thinking about it. I really wanted to have the next project, because now that I've got this shredder and I can shred some plastic, I can have shredded plastic, but I want to be actually making something out of it. So right now I'm already thinking about the next machine I could build, but I should just come back down to earth and actually use this machine. I will probably upload a couple videos just shredding the stuff, and because it's just so nice. And I want to sort it by color as well. So it is a lot of work, and doing the videos in between and working full time is a lot of work too. So don't expect something too soon. It took so long to be putting together this video, and actually, like, as you can see, I've got this footage laying around for so long, but the day has come. I'm finally shredding. Yeah, rightio. I think that's it. What do you think of the new microphone? What do you think of the shredder? Do you live in Hamburg? Have you got some plastic for me? You can give it here. Give it here, mate. Thanks for watching. Thank you for showing your interest in this recycling topic. I think it's very important. Even though we are here in Germany and we do have some very good recycling going on, at least the waste gets transported away from our homes. But some of that waste, believe it or not, even here in Germany, is getting shipped away out of this country, and nobody knows what's gonna happen. I think it's only like 20% or like 9%. It's like super low. The number's super low. The percentage of the stuff that actually gets recycled. Obviously, what I'm doing is just like a tiny drop on a super hot rock. Can you say that? Anyways, see, what I'm trying to achieve here is not shred so much plastic and recycle the whole plastic consumption of Germany. I wouldn't be able to do that, obviously, but I just want to inspire people to be thinking about their waste. If I can do that, and that's the best thing I can do. Anyways, let's stop here, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you like to see in the next videos, and like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye!